Laozi, I appreciate your thoughts on the concept of Tao. However, I wonder how this concept can be applied to governance and society.
Greetings, Confucius. I believe that if a ruler can govern with the principles of Tao in mind, society will prosper. Taoism is not just a philosophical concept, but a way of life that teaches individuals to find balance and harmony in the world.
I agree that balance and harmony are important. However, I believe that order and structure are equally necessary for society to function properly.
Structure and order can be useful, but they can also lead to rigidity and inflexibility. Taoism teaches us to be like water, to flow with the natural order of things rather than to resist it. In this way, society can adapt to change and evolve naturally.
I see your point, Laozi. But how can we ensure that individuals act morally and ethically in a society that operates on these principles?
Taoism encourages individuals to act with virtue and compassion, to follow the natural order of things, and to avoid excess and extremes. In this way, individuals will naturally act in accordance with what is right and just.
I agree that virtue and compassion are important, but I also believe that education and a strong moral code are necessary to instill these values in individuals.
Education and morality can be useful, but they can also lead to rigid thinking and a lack of flexibility. Taoism teaches us to be open to new ideas and to seek balance and harmony in all things.
I understand your point, Laozi, but what about the concept of filial piety? In my teachings, I emphasize the importance of respecting one's elders and ancestors, which is crucial for maintaining social order and harmony.
I agree that respect for elders is important, but I believe that it should come naturally from a place of inner harmony and balance, rather than as a result of societal pressure or obligation. In Taoism, we believe that all beings are interconnected, and that by living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us, we can cultivate compassion and respect for others.
I see your point, Laozi. However, I still believe that societal structure and order are necessary for a stable and prosperous society. How can we reconcile these seemingly opposing viewpoints?
I believe that society can benefit from both order and flexibility. It is important to have basic rules and guidelines for behavior, but we must also be open to change and growth. In this way, society can adapt to changing circumstances and continue to evolve.
I agree with your point, Laozi. It is important to strike a balance between structure and flexibility. But how can we ensure that individuals follow these rules and guidelines for behavior?
I believe that if we focus on cultivating inner harmony and balance within individuals, they will naturally follow the principles of Tao and act in accordance with what is right and just. It is not about enforcing rules and regulations, but about inspiring individuals to act from a place of compassion and virtue.
I see your point, Laozi. But how can we ensure that individuals are motivated to cultivate this inner harmony and balance?
I believe that individuals are naturally drawn to harmony and balance. By creating a society that values these principles and encourages individuals to pursue them, we can inspire people to cultivate this inner harmony and balance. It is about creating a culture of virtue and compassion, where individuals are motivated to act in accordance with the principles of Tao.
I see. Laozi, is there anything you are particularly interested in regarding Confucianism and society?
Confucius, in your teachings you emphasize the importance of social relationships and the roles that individuals play within society. Can you elaborate on how these relationships should be structured to promote harmony and balance?
Yes, Laozi. In my teachings, I emphasize the importance of the 5 relationships: ruler and subject, father and son, husband and wife, elder brother and younger brother, and friend and friend. These relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding, and they help to promote social harmony and order.
I see. However, in Taoism, we believe that all beings are interconnected, and that there is no inherent hierarchy in nature. How do you reconcile this belief with the concept of the 5 relationships?
While there may be no inherent hierarchy in nature, human society requires some form of structure and organization to function properly. The 5 relationships provide a framework for individuals to understand their roles and responsibilities within society, which helps to promote order and stability.
I understand your point, Confucius. However, in Taoism, we believe that rigid hierarchies can lead to oppression and imbalance. How can we ensure that the 5 relationships do not become oppressive or lead to a lack of balance and harmony?
It is important for individuals to understand that the 5 relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding, not domination and submission. Each individual has a role to play within society, and it is their responsibility to fulfill that role with virtue and compassion.
I see. And how do you believe that individuals should cultivate virtue and compassion within themselves?
Through education and self-reflection. It is important for individuals to constantly strive to improve themselves and to cultivate virtuous qualities such as filial piety, loyalty, and benevolence. By doing so, they will naturally act in accordance with the principles of the 5 relationships and promote social harmony and order.
Thank you for sharing your perspective, Confucius. I've enjoyed our conversation and learning more about your teachings.
Likewise, Laozi. I appreciate your insights on the concept of Tao and how it can be applied to governance and society. I believe that our teachings have many complementary aspects, and we can learn from each other to create a better world.
I agree, Confucius. By combining our teachings and finding a balance between order and flexibility, structure and harmony, we can create a society that is both stable and adaptable, both just and compassionate. It is a lifelong journey, but one that is worth pursuing.
Indeed, Laozi. Let us continue to learn from each other and strive towards a society that reflects the principles of virtue, compassion, and harmony.